And welcome here to the beautiful Mon Kok Stadium here in Hong Kong. What a fantastic tournament this has been for the last 10 days. It is the day of days, though. It is bronze medal match here between Australia and Japan as the coin gets tossed out there. Welcome to everyone on World Lacrosse TV. It's been great to be able to bring you this beautiful game in a bronze medal situation here. And the Australians and Japanese have just been introduced, and we've had their national anthem played as a coin gets tossed out there. It has been a fantastic tournament here for the World Lacrosse Women's Under-20 Championship here in Hong Kong, China. Everyone involved in this absolutely fantastic tournament should give themselves a big pat on the back, because the tournament has run seamlessly. It's my great honour to be able to bring you this bronze medal game here between Australia and Japan. My name is Tony Watts, and I'm looking forward to the next 60 minutes of action here as we see Australia taking on Japan. Japan getting through to the bronze medal match with a loss to Canada 17-2 2 days ago. They had a rest day yesterday, and Australia met the US in fine form 2 days ago as well, and the USA defeated them 33-1. But today is a different match. They are both looking to put a bronze medal around their necks, and I'll tell you out there right now, it is hot. It is 32 degrees, the sun has shone, and the creator couldn't have been better for today's action, because we are going to bring you a game to be remembered here. And stay tuned with us later, because after this game at 6:30 p.m. local time, we are going to have the gold medal game between US and Canada. And if this is a prelude to that, the next game will be amazing. It will. And our officials for today as well, Lorma Kapili is the head official. We've got Tammy Varga, Yakuko Yamada and Nicole Good. So we wish them well as we see the two teams heading out to the field to receive the first centre draw here. As I said, if you are joining us for the first time on World Lacrosse TV, we hope you enjoy this game. Stay around for the next one as well, because we have got lacrosse action. And it started with 20 teams in this tournament, the biggest ever here. And we're down to the final four. This is for the bronze medal. And we are just getting some atmosphere in this stadium as well now. Everyone's up and about. You can feel the intensity as the Japanese just go through their last little bit of hype here. And we hope we can do the game justice through the commentary box. As we see in the centre there is going to be Marley Dawson for Australia. And the two number 10s, no, number 11 there. Kasai going into the centre. She's been great all tournament in the centre for Japan, and they've been very structured, the Japanese, in this tournament. They did a great job to get up and over in England to find themselves in that semi-final the other night, and they were very good against Canada. Australia undefeated throughout the rounds and in the quarterfinals, but they came up against the might of the US the other night, and the US sent themselves into a gold medal game. In the cages there, we got Natalie Eastwood for Australia and Yuria Miki for Japan. As the nerves are about to not only settle in the centre, but I'm sure with the crowd around the place, they're going to absolutely love this game. So we're proud to be able to bring it to you on World Lacrosse TV. And good luck to everyone involved. The pitch looks immaculate out here in Hong Kong, and it probably is doing it justice on the screen at the moment. And what a beautiful setting for a beautiful game. Here we go, centre draw time between Australia and Japan in the bronze medal match. Dawson up against Kasai as players get set. Levy out there with Ono. They've just separated themselves a little bit in this centre draw. And whistle about to blow here. Dawson, oh no, taken away there from Miriam Suarez-Jury. So Australia will have the first opportunity to go into offence. They get in, Mim Suarez just pops it down the back there to Dinny. Dinny finds her way around the left-hand pipe there. Looks to get to Osha Levy under plenty of pressure from the Japanese there. Great defence there from Kurosawa. Back to Levy. Levy's the leading goal scorer for Australia at the moment. Looks inside, just didn't quite find the handle of the ball to be won. Or a little push had there, just seen by the official. And Australia will take the ball through the stick of Marley Dawson. Dawson pops it back up to Suarez-Jury. Looks inside. Oh, great little inside cut. Just under pressure there, bound, but good enough to get out of that. Back to Suarez-Jury as substitutions come on. We see Norman for Australia, who gets the ball now. Norman will bring the ball down, trying to get down to X there. Looks up, finds the dancing feet of Holly Dinny. She's been good all week. Great defence. Dinny gets in and just decides to put that through. That was great defence there from the Japanese defender. And Miriam Suarez-Jury looks inside. Oh, could be a little pick-off here. Ball to be won on the ground. Ball heads out. And just overrunning the ground ball, but deemed to be a push there by the Japanese defender. And Marley Dawson will bring it back in for Australia. Back up the top to Levy. 26 goals in the tournament so far. Actually 29 goals. Levy pops that one. It's hit that's tink, tink, tink. That's rattled the left-hand pipe and out it goes. And Japan will bring the ball back through the stick of Takeuchi. Looks on the outer side here. Finds her compatriot there in Ohi. Ohi just drops the ball. But back to Takeuchi. And back to the goalie in Miki. So Miki just looking to Australia setting their ride here. As Ebony Norman, she will find her way over there to Kurosawa. Kurosawa back to the keeper in Miki. And trying to go through the centre here is Nakazawa. Nakazawa finds 3 yellow shirts, but good enough to get it there to Hirose. Hirose brings it into the offence for Japan. Kicks it to Takeuchi. And Takeuchi just settles it down a little bit there. As Kawase will look at Japan's first offensive set here. So Australia with opportunities down there early. It just tried to feed the crease and didn't quite come off. And now they're going to have to play some defence. So Kawase up against Levy. Just pushes her behind, tries to get left, looks down the back. And finds the quick feet there of Mizuno. And she's got 7 and 5 for the tournament at the moment. Looks inside. Oh, good little check there, but deemed to be illegal. As Eastwood gets the ball in her stick. And she'll give that ball up to Kimura. Kimura will set up at the top of the 15-metre fan. She will have Shido behind her. And the 2 Australian defenders on her left and right. So looks down the back. Just driving that left-hand corner, looks to fake, pops, and there we go. Japan on the board first through Akiyama. And she's 14 and 5 for the tournament. She's just made it 15 and 5. And great offence there from Japan, just able to get on that left-hand side as we see here on the replay. Just picks the ball up, gets it down to X. No one there as Jade Mangan was having to come from a long way away. Just a little fake and pops that one up to the top right-hand corner. And Japan on the board first here in this bronze medal game. Akiyama with the first for the red and white out there. Back into the centre we go. Marley Dawson. It is so picturesque out here. We hope that's picking that up on the screen. Hong Kong, what a wonderful place it is. Do yourself a favour, if you've never been to Hong Kong, get over here. The people and the food and just everything over here is so easy to get around. And it's fantastic to have the championships here in Hong Kong, China. As we're going to see a reset there. Kasai back up against Marley Dawson. Not deemed to be legal, that centre draw. Kasai. Dawson. Get reset. Whistle. Ball comes out. Comes out the way of the Japanese, though, in Ono. Ono picks it up and starts running the other way. That was nearly a no-no, but she made it right. Ball comes down the back here to Akiyama, the goal scorer. And Akiyama just takes it out the back there to set their offense. She's already got one on the board. She looks like she has come to play today, Akiyama. Good pick up there from Meacham. Meacham passes the ball over. Ball comes over to the right-hand side here in Ono. Ono, little one left. Great double there by Dawson. And Kurakawa will find the ball in her stick, guarded by Osha Levy. Setting really wide here are the Japanese, trying to give themselves plenty of space within that 15-metre arc. Using quick feet. Ball kicked down the back there to Mizuno. Mizuno, guarded by Holly Plummer with the 23 jersey. Mizuno, back out to the goal scorer in Akiyama. Akiyama looks to go out, looks to go inside, little flip. That ball's been knocked down, and we're going to have a 3-second call there on Australia. So Japan with another opportunity here to strike early. It is currently 1-0. If you're just joining us live on World Lacrosse TV, welcome along. We hope you enjoy this game. And just getting reset here and being asked to just get out of the way and clear some space so we can get this restarted. Ball up the top. Already got one. Looks to go two. Dawson tries to take it off. Good take there from Kimura. Kimura gives it to her teammate there in Kurakawa. And they reset again. Akiyama. Oh, she goes left, goes right, and good bit of defense there from Dawson, but just deemed to be illegal. So we'll reset again. Akiyama right in the game early at the moment for Japan. And she sets up on the 15-metre arc. Akiyama looks down. Oh, nearly picked off there by the Levy, as the ball is just hard to pick up there from Kurakawa. Back up there to Akiyama. And they'll bring the ball back. They look like they want to attack on this left-hand bottom corner from behind X. And this time it's Mizuno. Mizuno looking to draw her opponent and just try to draw that double so she can get that ball off. Oh, gets inside, looks up and pops another one. Japan are on the board. That's two from two shots.
Team Japan,
and Mizuno, she's been a goal scorer in this tournament, gets her first, and it is 2-0 Japan. And we've got a water break here. We will be having water breaks on the 5-minute mark of each quarter. It is very, very hot here in Hong Kong, and Japan, the coaching staff will be talking about that. That's the perfect start for them after Australia had opportunities down there in the offensive end. But they just couldn't capitalise, and the Japanese have got the ball. They like attacking from that back left-hand corner, and they've done a really good job of it so far, either getting past like that there with Ayami Mizuno, just able to beat her opponent and get in one-on-one on the keeper on Eastwood, or whether it's they're just drawing those fouls and getting set up on those 15-metre arcs. But there's a definite game plan here from Japan to bring them down to that bottom left-hand corner. And we'll see if that is picked up by the Australian coaches and whether they can just shut that down. But ball back into the centre draw, which is where it needs to be won. Australia won the first one, and we had Japan with the second. But both scores have gone to the left-hand side of our screen and to the Japanese. And the perfect start in a bronze medal game here. As the ball comes back into the centre draw now with Yano Kamiya in there for Japan up against Marley Dawson. So Dawson taking all of Australia's centre draws at present. They need to get one back. That hasn't been deemed to go over the shoulder. No, illegal procedure there. And Japan, things running their way at the moment. So can Australia get a stop here? As Tammy Varga sets the play in motion. Ball down the back to Hirose. Hirose kicks it over to her teammate, just loses the handle of the ball. She'll go back to the keeper there in Miki. Miki has Matsuda on her left. And Takeuchi on her right. And they're just trying to draw the Australians up the field here. As Matsuda brings her opponent closer. Miki in no hurry here to release this ball. She's looking for the perfect pass. Yuria Miki just tries to extend this defense. Maybe looking for one over the top here. If they can get a break. Australians, as we see a good with Kitagawa, just working up the field. Little two-man game on the wing here as Holly Plummer. She will pick that one, Kawazai up. And Miki heading behind her goal line extended now. And we're going to see a push on the side here off the ball. So Australia allowing them to get the ball up. And Nakazawa will bring the ball, but a turnover here. Australia picks it up, and we have the quick feet there. And we've got a whistle. And she's been deemed to have been using her body for that ground ball. So the official off the ball has said that she has put her backside into the player to pick that ball up, in such blocking her. And we're going to see a Japanese ball here awarded to Nakazawa. I can tell you the Aussie fans the other side, they didn't agree with that one. But the official right on the spot. So an opportunity here again for Japan. And she's going to have to come back here again, is Nakazawa. Good riding pressure here from Australia. Holly Dini, Miriam Suarez-Jury. And they're both being set back now. No. Okay, we'll get it right. So ball back into the centre. Bound. That one there. Finds Takeuchi. Takeuchi to the outer side there. Finds Takagi. Takagi bringing the ball down through X. So that might be Ohi, sorry. Ball out the other side to Kitagawa now. So Japan with another opportunity in their offensive end. Picked up by Mangan. Gets inside here. Kitagawa puts it away, and that's 3-0 to Japan. Just couldn't keep up with the speed there of Kitagawa. And she gets on the board for Japan. It is 3-0 here in the bronze medal game. Megan Kitagawa, we see her here. Just again on this left-hand bottom corner. Mangan comes out to defend her just with speed. Gets past, and that's no mean feat with Jade Mangan, but just pops that one down to the right-hand side of the Australian keeper there in Eastwood. It is 3-0 here at this bronze medal game at Mongkok Stadium, and we have another water break here. So that's about the 10-minute mark here of the first quarter, and a perfect start for Japan. They have had every opportunity from that back left-hand corner, and they have scored 3 times. So the Aussies just needing to have a bit of a chat about that, and Megan Mollison is doing exactly that now for the Australians. Just talking about what they're going to do to try and stem that flow from that side. As the cold towels go on the players as well, just to get a little bit of cool in their bodies. We're going to go back to a centre draw. So Australia, they'll be wanting to look at getting a centre draw here and bringing it down to their offence, and just putting one in the back of the net to try and just get a bit of a feel back in this game. But everything running the way of the Japanese, and you make your own luck. And in a bronze medal game, that's certainly the game that you are wanting to make. As we see Japan putting 5 back in their defensive end now. And just trying to stem this. They don't want Australia coming through. So there's 3 loose defenders here for Australia if the ball can come out backside. Oh, there's a break there. And that will deemed to be at the same time. I thought the break came to Japan there, but being reset. Ball. Tamivaga blows the whistle, and that is illegal again on Australia. So they're going to have to work that out. That's Izzy Jackson, and just being said that she didn't bring her stick straight up. And the ball will come through Japan again through Kamiya. Kamiya kicks the ball over there to Kurosawa. Kurosawa back to the keeper, Miki, who hasn't seen a shot yet down in the Japanese cage. Kurosawa looking to bring this out. Dinny trying to shut it down. Kurosawa back to Miki. And again, just looking to stretch the Australians across the field here. As we see Dinny, and we've got a whistle here, and there we go. There's an illegal body in the centre, and that is on the Japanese player there in Hirose. And the ball will come back here to Miriam Suarez-Jury, who will give Australia an offensive look. So they need a settler here to Australia to get into this game. Ball picked up well off her toes there by Meg Bown, as she passes it down and receives it back again. Suarez-Jury sets at the top. Pace. The Japanese are just crashing there. I'm sure that's almost 3 seconds, given the fact that one of the players is running around in circles. Ball with Levy, and we're going to have a free space call there. Need to be guarding a player in the women's game, and can't just be settled in the middle of this 15-metre arc. As we will see Osha Levy, who has been the dominant goal scorer in this Australian side in this tournament. And Levy, can she get one on the board for Australia? Levy steps in, looks up, goes to shoot, not there, looks to get around. Good defence there from the Japanese, and rolls it around. Kicks the ball there to Suarez-Jury. Suarez-Jury looks to go through. Oh, nice little turn. And gets one across the midriff. So she is going to have the ball at the 15-metre arc right at the top here for Australia. And boy, does she have some takeoff speed, Suarez-Jury. So Mim looks to step in, fires and pops it down on the left-hand foot, and Australia are on the board, and they're going nuts down there on the bench. What a great shot there from Miriam Suarez-Jury. Just found the bottom left-hand foot of the keeper, just dropped her hands, went low. You see this right from behind the shot, took 2 steps in, went bang, low, and left-hand foot beaten down there, didn't stand a chance. And Miriam Suarez-Jury gets one back for Australia. We've got a 3-1 ball game here as we head back into the centre draw. And that's what the coaches would have been talking about in that last drinks break. Let's just get some offense here for us and make our own luck. Ball back in the centre here. Australia, Japan. Whistle goes, Kasai. And that's going to be reset again. So Kasai up against Marley Dawson. Ball back in the centre draw. As the 2 opposing supporters, very loud out there. And we're going to have the end of the first quarter here. We see Japan leading 3-1, with Australia getting one late back there.
First quarter, Team Japan is now leading 3-1
that was a very good first quarter of lacrosse here for the bronze medal game. We hope you're enjoying it on World Lacrosse TV. And congratulations to everyone who's put this event together. As we say, it's never easy to run an international tournament, but Hong Kong, China have been amazing. The Hong Kong Lacrosse Association as well.
We honor our Indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
This September, history will be made. 38 national teams will compete for glory. Some have waited 5 long years. Others have waited their whole lives. For the first time, a men's and women's champion will be crowned. Witness history among the world's biggest lacrosse stars.
As we return back to the second quarter start, we hope you enjoyed those replays there of the first quarter. And the two teams have swapped around as they do in lacrosse at quarter time, and they're shooting the other way now. Australia shooting to the left of your screen, Japan to the right. And we see Kimura in the center there for Japan up against Dawson. Really pivotal in this women's game to get the... And she's running the wrong way, but she's just running out of trouble there is, sorry, Kamiya in the center. My apologies. Ball picked up by the defender. Good run on the outer side there from Kurosawa. She will bring the ball into offense for Japan. And Kurosawa just holds it up. Kicks it back up the top there to Nakazawa as the substitutes come on for Japan. Another center draw win there for the Japanese team. And Kawase just looking to go on this left-hand side again, but drags Kelsey Lawson down to the back. The 2 4s against each other. Again, looking to come around this left-hand side. Rolls in, not there, pops it across. Interception here for Australia. Dawson picks the ball up. Just needed to be better with that ball. Gives an opportunity for Japan, and she's capitalised on it. And Japan with another goal there. Just threw it straight back into the middle there for... Did the Australian defender just missed her teammate coming through. And the... goal scorer there is Nagai Nakazawa, who gets on the board first. And Australia did a good job to try and turn the ball over. Did get it in the stick, but Marley Dawson just looked inside, and in most sports, it's not the way you want to go. You don't want to go back in the corridor, because if it turns over, it comes back with interest. And Natalie Eastwood certainly saw that interest as the player got right in front of her and popped it away. And 4-1 is the score now. Ball reset back in the middle. Good work there from Australia. And that is Izzy Jackson. So she gets the first clean win for the Aussies in the centre draw. And now she'll find her way off. She's done her work as substitutes come on the outer side there. Miriam Suarez-Jury. She's the goal scorer for Australia at the moment, as we see Holly Dinny coming off the bench as well. as Mim Suarez Jury just gets a push there. So she'll start from the top centre line. We saw what she did last time. She took 2 steps. She's going to have to come out of there. Cannot with that penalty. So we saw her shoot bottom left-hand foot off 2 steps before. Suarez Jury looks in, fires and pops another one away. Suarez Jury with 2 from 2. And she's found her shooting range from that 15-metre arc. Just steps in a bit further that time. But same result. Mim Suarez Jury with 2 for the game. And we've got a 4-2 ball game here. Japan v Australia. As we see a goalkeeper change here for Japan. We see Shibata come on for the Japanese. And Miki, she's just coming off. They're just making the Australians have to have a different look at a different keeper. That's good coaching. They'll have to reset their thinking now with a new keeper in the cage. There's the ball back in the centre here. Kasai for Japan. Up against Jackson. Jackson with a clean win last time. Ball to be won on the deck. It is won. It's won by Japan. And the ball will come out through Miku Agari. Miku Agari runs in. She's got Meg Bound chasing her and just dispossessing the stick. But deemed to be an incidental trip there. And she doesn't like the call much. Just having a conversation with the official. But just deemed to get legs tangled up there. And Miku Agari has the ball for Japan. We'll kick the ball over here to Kimura. As Japan sends a substitute. We see Kurokawa coming off. And Ono coming on for Japan. Oh, good defense there from Australia. Ball to be won on the deck. Still won. Turned over, but again deemed to be illegal. And we're going to have a water break here. Australia, just things not running the right way with them with the whistle at the moment. But they're certainly putting pressure on the Japanese. It is a 4-2 scoreline as we have a water break here in the second term. And we might go through some goal scorers in that first term. For Japan, we had Akiyama getting 1. We had Kitagawa with 1 and Mizuno with 1. And Miriam Suarez Jury with 1 also in the first quarter. If you are just joining us, welcome to World Lacrosse TV. Great to have you. My name is Tony Watts. It's a pleasure to be able to bring you this beautiful game of ours. And it's a pleasure to be in an air-conditioned commentary box in what is a sweltering heat out at the moment. The girls will need their water intake on, and the cold towels certainly around in these drink breaks. And the crowd is starting to build up here. We've got a gold medal game later in the day, USA and Canada. And if you've got nothing to do this evening, well, you have. It is a gold medal game. You should all get on and watch World Lacrosse TV because both teams have been exceptional in this tournament. And we can't wait to bring you that live here from Hong Kong, China, as the drinks break has been concluded. And we head back out onto the field. So the Japanese will start with the ball. Through the stick there of Ono. So can Australia shut this down and just get some offense again? They've shown once they get it down there. As we see here, Izzy Jackson just running over to pick up the attacker there in Hinako Ono. As the ball just hits the ground. Ball to be won. Now she's used her body again there. That's going to be a very consistent call by the officials. They're doing a great job out there, are the officials. And she's going to have to go back. Oh no, she was trying to escape off, but she was the one that infringed there. Jackson with the ball in her stick. We'll kick the ball over there to Levy. So good turnover from Australia. Japan running pressure up. Kicks the ball back to Eastwood. Eastwood pops the ball up and over. On the outer side there. With great pace down the field there. And we'll head back after that 60-metre sprint. Meg Bound with the ball here. So Australia just looking to bring this one closer. That was great work there from Georgia Floyd, bringing that ball from the defence to the offence there. Everyone needs a good ball taxi, and she's done her job there for Australia. Meg Bound with the ball now. Guarded here by Takeji. So Bound just throwing a long pass up there to Levy. Levy asking her teammate just to get through there in Dinny. Levy looks, the crash comes from Japan. There's 4 or 5 and no call there. Levy was looking for it. Levy still steps inside, doesn't. Levy puts one away for Australia. We're back to a 1-goal ball game here in the second term. And Osha Levy just using her might, as she has done all week this week, as the leading goal scorer for Australia. And Osha Levy gets Australia back within 1. And we've got a 4-3 ball game. So really good work there from Australia down in the defensive end, just putting some pressure on. And Jackson rewarded with another centre draw there, as the centre draw gets set again. Kamiya for Japan up against Jackson. Face-off had, oh, good work there. That's going to be an Australian ball as well. So Jackson, she's come into the centre draw and just starting to make her mark, as Kamiya is being asked to set behind after drawing that foul. Kicks it to Suarez-Jury. Suarez-Jury, she's got some pressure, but that pressure just gets released. Looks inside. Oh, no, pop down. Great pick up there from Mia Inge. Mia Inge looks the other side. And just pulling it out there is Holly Plummer, as that ball just trickles out the top of her stick, but no damage done. Looks down to Denny. Australia got to get their passes up here. And we see Danny Cox with the ball. Looks back, kicks it to Denny. Denny, she's got twinkle toes as well. And Denny looks to find the 3-second call. So Denny will take the ball at the top. Can she tie this ball game up here before the half-time? As Japan got out to that 3-0 lead. And it was 3-1 at the first quarter, but Australia have been the dominant offensive end here. Denny steps in, looks to fire. That goes over the top, but backed up well by Australia there. And Ebony Norman will bring the ball in for the green and gold. So Norman up against Kimura. Norman, as we see, looking up the cut. Oh, little pass. They just forced that one a little bit there. They just might want to get a bit of movement here, Australia, as the ball is just dropped there from Norman off that pass. And advantage had, so Japan with an opportunity now. Japan with quick feet there of Takaji, and just slips over at the last minute. And ball is going to be won. And we're going to see there that that's a bit close to the head by Levy. And Takaji, she gives the ball up into the middle there to Takeuchi. Takeuchi will fire onto the outer side there. Ohi. Picked up by Plummer. Ball back up the top. Takeuchi looks to drive, but not there. Will fire the ball over to Kimura. Kimura just looking to set their defence here, Australia. Ball down the back with Kawas, as the ball is on the outer side there. Oh, good inside there. Just runs into a monster pack there from Australia. And ball will come to the top here for Hitomi. So an opportunity here for Raika Hitomi. Hitomi sets. Eastwood in the cage. Looks to set, just rolls out. Doesn't like what she likes. Kicks it to Nakazawa. Nakazawa gets inside and pops that one over the left-hand shoulder of the Australian keeper.
Go Team Japan!
And Japan 5-3 here as we
日本隊17號球
See
員得分，令
another
到日本
water
喺
break
第二節領先5-3。
on that goal. And a great job there from Nakazawa. And just getting another, that little gap just out to 2 goals again. Australia with an opportunity, but just skill error down the back there. Dropped the ball and allowed Japan to pick that ball up and bring it down to offense. And you cannot give this Japanese side any offense whatsoever, because as we've seen already, they've had basically 5 shots for 5 goals. Keeper not actually getting a stick on one yet in Natalie Eastwood. So she'll be looking for her lines to be able to get in front of some of those. She had 12 saves against the US the other night and 3 ground balls. Had a fantastic game for the Aussies. But needing to just get one back here for her, get one into a stick. It's always good when keepers get a good save. They get a bit of positive in their game. And the water break just about to conclude here. So Aussies just breaking now, as we see Meacham and Lawson heading back to the defensive end with Eastwood. Japan again setting 5 people in their defensive end. So Australia have 3 spares down in their defensive end. And ball back in the centre here. That is Kasai up against Jackson. Jackson going really well since she's been put into the centre draw here. Jackson, ball up, and we've got an illegal procedure there on Japan this time. So Jackson certainly getting her fair share. And in women's lacrosse, if you can win the centre draw, you are halfway there, as Miriam Suarez-Jury just trying to carve through. She does get through. Plenty of red shirts. Pops that one down. A good save there from the keeper. Ball to be won and coming back the other way. And we've got a whistle on the play there. So the ball will go back to Ohi. Ohi for Japan. As Meg Bound will have to start behind her. Ohi up the middle, finds her opponent there in Matsuda. Matsuda pushes the ball forward to Inooko, and Inooko will head the ball back down there to Hitami up against Lawson for Australia. This left-hand side is where they've been driving from. They've certainly found this the scoring side. Oh, just steps around, pops it down. Good save there from Eastwood. That's what she wanted. Huge save there from Natalie Eastwood as we head towards half-time, but under massive pressure there as Jade Mangan gets out. She's got players in the centre. They can push the ball over, and the ball will come there. And it does to Meacham. Meacham to Levy, just able to run onto that ground ball. Levy looking at pace, looks inside to Denny. Denny fires, and that one's hit the deflected there as the shot went off. And Inooko will get a push for her trouble. So Inooko looks to pass the ball. She does. Puts it back inside there to Matsuda. Matsuda out to the other side there for Kurosawa. Kurosawa back to the keeper there in Shibata, who gives it back to where it started from. Ball the other side. Kurosawa running the ball into the offensive end for Japan. Kurosawa just gives it up and heads back to her defensive end. And Nakazawa, she's been the goal scorer in this quarter. She has 2 already. And ball in stick, looking to isolate here. Nakazawa looks up, looks in. Oh, open player there cutting through the middle. Was a great cut by Japan, but not seen there. That was Miku Ogari. And the ball out here now with Ono. Ono looking to get top side, beats her opponent in Floyd. Floyd pops. That one's got a little foot on it there from the keeper, but Japan will recover. Through the stick of Kitajawa. Ball back up the top now. And Nakazawa looking to just free some space up there in that middle. Very disciplined is this Japanese side in their offense. And the ball just allows the defender to get, attacker to get past. Ball comes back up there and kicked out now to this left-hand side. Hinako Ono looking to bring Jade Mangan out. Just beats Mangan. But swap comes as Plummer now picks up Nakazawa. Nakazawa looking to draw a player, looking to get inside. Passes that one off to Miku Ogare. Oh, a little back turn roll, beautiful roll. Looks to find, just trying to take some time out of this game. Ogare pops it down the back there. Mizuno, already a goal scorer in this game, picked up the two number 7s, running against each other. Looks up the top, finds the two-time goal scorer for this quarter there in Nakazawa. Nakazawa looks inside, oh, just pops it up. Eastwood gets the save, but seemed to be a push on that shot. And the goal scorer for Japan this quarter already has 2. The guy, Nakazawa, will take the ball up the top. It's not a 15-metre free shot. Oh, great work there from Eastwood. Picking pockets she is. Just tosses it down the ground, though. And that is going to be half-time here. Australia, Japan. Japan leading 5-3, sorry.
At the end of the
We've got a 10-minute break here at the beautiful Mongkok Stadium.
Team Australia.
And good pick-off there from Natalie Eastwood in the end, but just ran out of time and popped it down the field. And in this bronze medal game, brought to you on World Lacrosse TV, we're going to go and have a look at what has happened so far in this game.
We honor our Indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
This September, history will be made. 38 national teams will compete for glory. Some have waited 5 long years. Others have waited their whole lives. For the first time, a men's and women's champion will be crowned. Witness history among the world's biggest lacrosse stars.
as the half time here at beautiful Mongkok Stadium here in Hong Kong, China. We are sitting at a 5-3 game here as the two teams have just both gone back to a cooler spot in the stadium for the halftime break. And what a first half of lacrosse it's been here on World Lacrosse TV. You see the supporters there, Japanese supporters up and about with a 5-3 lead. And the Aussie supporters over there. There's the kangaroo. He gets around, he does. That little little mascot. And the Aussies enjoying this whole tournament immensely. And goal scorers for that quarter. For Japan, we had a guy, Nakazawa, with 2, and the only 2 goals of the quarter for Japan. And for Australia, we had Miriam Suarez-Jury. Well, she had 2 from 2 shots. And then Osha Levy stepped in and got 1 as well to make it this scoreline at 5-3. And what a fantastic tournament this has been and brought to you. And myself, Tony Watts, I'd love to give a big shout out to all the volunteers here for the Chinese Lacrosse or Hong Kong Lacrosse Association. It has been fantastic, the tireless work they've done out there to mark these fields, and you can see them out there now just making sure everything is as it should be. So a kudos to everyone out there, to everyone on the cameras and back in the production here for World Lacrosse TV, doing a fantastic job. And we hope you're enjoying the live coverage through World Lacrosse TV, wherever you are in the world. And don't think that that's going to stop after this game, because it is championship day. It is the big dance here. And we have a gold medal game coming up later between the US and Canada. And that will be something to behold. And it's certainly quite sapping out there. You can see the fans with their fans just trying to get some cool on their body. They are, and we are just getting finished up here with the markings. And we have plenty more action to come in this second half. As the ground staff here just get organised. And it is half time. And they've both done a fantastic job to get through to this bronze medal match. Japan finishing top of their pool after overcoming England, who were very tough in the pool round. And it literally came down to the last game they played to be able to get their seeding into that 4th seed. And Australia doing the same in their pool. They have won their 4 from 4 in their pool game. And they are on the board here. So it is half time as we see the fans, and we see the Japanese side just coming back to the field now. Australia will come back out very shortly. And the Japanese side just are getting some instructions from their coaching staff. The Australians yet to appear here. Coaching staff again, just having a last minute conversations here. It is half time, 5-3 is the score. A 2-goal margin to Japan. And they will be looking to extend that margin as we come into the second half here. So Australia still yet to appear from their change rooms. They're using every second of the cool and Australia just emerging now from the halftime break, keeping as cool as they can. Do Australia have what it takes to get back into this game, or do the Japanese have their measure? 2 goals, anything can happen in the women's game. Really turned around for Australia there when Izzy Jackson went into the centre draw for the Australian girls. And we'll see whether that can continue into this second half. We hope you're enjoying this live lacrosse bronze medal game brought to you by World Lacrosse TV. And they're going to be huge for the sport, World Lacrosse TV, for the next few years as we head towards what is going to be a fantastic opportunity in LA 28. But right now, there's a bronze medal to be decided here. And we we see Izzy Jackson in the middle there, up against Riho Kasai. And that's been a good matchup for the last few centre draws. So as we just get set here, ball about to be placed away for the centre draw. Official Tammy Varga gets it set. Kasai up against Jackson. Jackson with another win out of the centre draw. She's just making a mark there at the moment is Jackson for Australia. And they've found something that is working in there. As we see down the back, Mia Inge looking to try and get towards the cage. Australia just being locked off. Players are being locked off everywhere. So going to have to do some work here is Mia Inge. And her teammates around her are certainly going to have to do some work, as the Japanese have just gone out to lock off, and Mia Inge good enough to find now Holly Dinny, as Holly Dinny brings the ball back up the top. Looks to Norman. She turns back. Norman looks to get in, finds Dinny. Dinny just couldn't quite get a handle of the ball. Ball comes out the back, picked up there from the keeper and Shibata. She was right on that handling mistake there from the Australians. And Shibata gets the ball back in his stick again. She has Ohi on her left-hand side. And she gets that ball now. Ohi looking to get the ball, picks the ball up. Shido just evaded by Ohi. And a nice high pass taken there from Kurosawa. Kurosawa pushes it back into the centre. Coming right through the centre circle there. It was Takeuchi. Picked up by Shido. And just corralling her towards the boundary. The goal scorer there in Nakazawa for that second term gets the ball back in her stick now. Just looking to set something up here again. Up the top, Mangan comes out to put pressure on. Good work there from Jade Mangan. Just looking to get in. Oh, nice little tip of the stick there. Nakazawa picks the ball up though. Runs it to the opposite side there to Akiyama. And we've got a whistle for a 3-second call here. And the ball will start top centre. No, it's going to start out on the outer side there. Has a little inside step here. Looks to fire. Doesn't fire. Kicks the ball back up the top. Nakazawa. She looks to pick up Floyd. Picked up by Floyd. Looks to go left. Looks to go right. Gets in again. And good save there from the keeper. But that should be the goalkeeper's ball, but deemed not to be. She had the shot after with that penalty. But Japan will take the ball up to the top here. Kimura. The shot was the advantage, but deemed that wasn't there. So ball kicked out the side here. Finds Kawase. Kawase finds her opponent and just finds Japan. And Japan, through the stick of Hitami, gets another one around the right-hand corner here, out of nothing. And that's her first of the game is Rika Hitami.
Team Japan
And Japan just stretch out to a 3-6 lead here. Australia starting to get on top in this centre draw, but they need to get on top in the offensive end, as we've got a 6-3 game. Ball back in the centre. Kamiya up against Jackson. Kamiya, Jackson, ball out, finds Osha Levy. Levy under immediate pressure, looks down, finds Meg Bound. Bound looks to bring the ball back down, kicks it back to Levy. Levy has Miriam Suarez-Jury there with her. And Osha Levy. As Ebony Norman, just to her right, says, let's settle. So an opportunity here. Osha Levy, crash comes. Probably looks to kick that over to Suarez-Jury. Suarez-Jury looks to roll. That's probably got to be a 3-second call there. And it is picked up. No, push picked up. And we've got Suarez-Jury at the top. Already got 2 from this spot today, Suarez-Jury. They were both on the left-hand side of the keeper. Can Suarez-Jury put another one back for Australia here? Suarez-Jury steps in, fires, pops it top right this time, and Suarez-Jury gets her third. And Australia just not letting Japan get away here. It is 6-4 as the water break happens. And what I'm saying right now is do not give Miriam Suarez-Jury any action from the 15-metre mark straight in front, because that is 3 from 3 from Suarez-Jury. And she has just kept the length of string that was starting to get out to back to a 2-goal game here in a water break, and an opportunity now for Australia to have a chat about it. Assistant coach Sean Clark just having a chat to Osha Levy down there as the girls get some water on, and the coaching staff just having a chat there to Shibata about the placement where she was. And Coach Miyazawa just telling her girls down there to just settle. So the two keepers you love to see down there, Eastwood and Watts, just getting around each other. So can Australia continue this dominance that they're just starting to get in the centre draw, as we see Jackson come out again for Australia? Been really good since she went in there. They've found a match up there that's working. And when something works in this game, you just keep using it until it doesn't. And Kamiya comes back out again. So we've got Levy and Ono together there. And we've got Nakazawa and Suarez-Jury both setting very close to each other on that circle, all four players. Ball out, ball to be won, and it is won, but it's going to be an Australian ball for an illegal procedure there, as Jackson picks the ball up from the centre. Kamiya wasn't very happy with the call, but it is what it is. And ball will now come back through Miriam Suarez-Jury. She's just got the last goal of this quarter as the ball comes down the back now. Looking to run up and around is Ebony Norman. Norman kicks it to Denny. Denny with quick feet. But double there. Oh, there we go. Out of nothing there. Holly Dinny puts another one away for Australia, and we're back to a one-goal game here in the bronze medal game. It is 6-5 Australia. Holly Dinny with a little bit of the dancing feet she's known for at the top here on the replay. Little left, little right, couldn't get there. Right-handed shot just straight through the 5-hole of the Japanese keeper there. And Dinny brings Australia within one. And ball comes back to the centre. So what can Japan do with this centre draw? They've changed up to Kasai. Izzy Jackson still in the face and centre draw for Australia. Izzy Jackson again won the ball but just couldn't get the handle of it. And Japan bring the ball out there through Takeuchi. So an opportunity here again for Japan. Can they extend it back to this 2-goal margin? Or can Australia stop this offensive foray that Japan have and get one down the other end before three-quarter time? And just walks past there, does Nakazawa. Looks up, looks over, and Eastwood comes out the cage, trying to pick it off. And on the outer side there, the player was all by herself. Eastwood out the cage, and ball was easily popped in. We see here, ball kicked over. You see Eastwood out the cage, well out the cage. Couldn't recover in time, and Kitagawa gets her second of the match. And back to that 2-goal margin here, Japan-Australia. It's 7-5 here, live and on World Lacrosse TV. We hope you're enjoying our coverage. Ball back in the centre. Kasai up against Jackson. Kasai runs it out and gets a little nudge for doing that. Called from the other side there, officials. Called for the push. And the Japanese crowd and supporters like that decision. Ball passed on. Kicked over there to Kimura. Kimura passes the other side there to Mika Agare. To Takage. Takage looks up. Finds Akiyama. Goal scorer in the first quarter here for Japan. And this is where they were attacking from in that first quarter down this end. As we see Trinity Meacham just putting pressure. Ball kicked on. Mizuno to Nakazawa. Nakazawa has Georgia Floyd guarding her. Nakazawa looking to attack Floyd. Just comes top side, kicks the ball on, rotates in, looks to step down. Good work there from Lawson. But deemed to be illegal. And Kimura will find her spot on the fan. Looks across the other side. Gets in. Good crash there from Australia. And ball just bobbled out the stick with a little trail check there on that shot. As Plummer will bring the ball up for Australia. So Australia, can they get another one on the board here? Eastwood presents. She's got Mangan. She's got Lawson. Hits the ladder. Lawson looking to break this ride from the Japanese. And ball back in the stick there of Eastwood. Eastwood kicks it to Meacham. Meacham back to Eastwood. Over here to Lawson. So there's got to be a player here as we see Lawson run the ball upfield. Does run the ball upfield into the offensive end. And great work there from the defender in Lawson to bring that up through that zone ride. And we see Dinny, who had the last goal of this game for the Australians, kick the ball over here to Miriam Suarez-Jury. Oh, good little check, but just seemed to be a little high. That isn't it. We're going to have our water break here in the third term. Currently Japan leading 7-5. And Australia in offense in the latter half of this third term. as they both come to the bench to have a bit of hydration on board, and a good opportunity for the coaches just to have a quick chat about what they're going to do. Australia, can they get another one before three-quarter time and bring it back within one goal? I'm sure the Japanese fans and everyone watching, supporting Japan, won't want that to happen at just before three-quarter time. But I'm sure the Aussie fans over the outer there in the stand will exactly want that to occur. And we hope you're enjoying our live coverage here of the Women's 2024 World Championships from Hong Kong, China. Bronze medal game. The Australians break. And the Japanese also break from this hydration break and head back out to the field to restart this game. And the officials also, we won't forget about them. Good to see them getting plenty of hydration on. It's very hot and humid out there. Not only the players feeling it, but the officials certainly will as well. And credit to them to be awarded the bronze medal game in this World Championships. And we've got Miriam Suarez-Jury. Didn't actually see the player coming on from behind. Set up, oh, pops in. Denny has a shot. Good save there from the keeper. Picked up there from Meg Bound. Meg Bound looks up the top. Intercepted, just got to throw better balls than that. That wasn't a great look. Picked off by the Japanese, and ball with, Oka. Kicks it to the keeper. The keeper pushes it out. Australia riding well. Ball pushed up to Kurosawa. Kurosawa kicks it to Nakazawa. And Nakazawa, we know she likes to get to the cage when she has an opportunity, but decides this time, while they get their offensive set, to kick it to Kawase. So Kawase. Guarded there by Abby Burns. Back to Nakazawa. Nakazawa looks inside, finds her opponent, and just runs into her defender there. And Miku Agare, as Miriam Suarez-Jury will be set behind her. So Miku Agare looks to step in, gets on the cage. Good save again there. Ball down the back. Mangan up against Akiyama. Akiyama looking to turn, fires, pops it top, no goal. It has been waved off. And the ball will come up to the 15-metre arc. So a break there for the Aussies. Ball in the stick of Akiyama. Akiyama steps in. No real pressure. Steps and pops that one over the top left-hand shoulder. And Akiyama
Team Japan
gets her second.
Again, player number
and
3,
extends this lead now out to 8-5 here at Mong Kok Stadium. And the Aussies
Team Japan now is leading 8-5.
are just under a little bit of pressure here. As you see, the every Japanese player, goalie included, got down to the goal scorer there in Akiyama. And is that the little bit of a lead that Japan need to try and kick on here? Australia, have they got one more in them before three-quarter time? Back in the centre, Kasai up against, and we're going to have a whistle here, and we might have a card coming here. And we are going to have a card, and that is going to be assessed on Osha Levy, I believe. I'm just double checking who the penalty is on there. 1-5. So Osha Levy will sit for 2 minutes. So another big opportunity here for Japan late in this third term with a power play opportunity, as Levy will have to sit. Ball down here to Akiyama. We saw her pace in getting through that middle of that fan before. So power play opportunity here for Japan. Ball kicked over there. Kawase kicks the ball there to Mizuno. Mizuno back to Kawase. Keeper comes out. Looks to be an extra player, does Eastwood. Ball back down the back to Akiyama. Akiyama up the top to Takeuchi. Takeuchi kicks it to Nakazawa. Nakazawa over here to Kimura. And we rotate full 360. Back up here to Kimura. And we're going to have a 3-second call here as well. So an real big opportunity here for Japan as Keely Shido has to come out behind Kimura. Shido races to get back in. Ball down the back there to Mizuno. Mizuno will kick it on to Akiyama. Akiyama up the top to Nakazawa. Back to Akiyama. And she will draw the free space, which is what she was working for. There's that little fake. And Trinity Meacham will have to come and stand out. We've seen the speed of Akiyama. So this will be a big blow for the Aussies just before three-quarter time if they can get another one, Japan. Still in a power play situation. Looking to attack into the cage. Australia trying to keep Japan out in the dying moments of this third quarter. Back up the top and drawn free space again. This time, that'll go on Lawson. So Nakazawa. From the top, Nakazawa has Eastwood in front of her. Nakazawa steps in, looks, pops, and tink, tink, tink. That one's rattled off the bar. Good work there from Mangan, and deemed to be a check. So Mangan running down the field, pops it forward, and just gets a push there for her efforts. So Australia will keep the ball, and we see the penalty released here. So Australia, 8-5, limited time in this third quarter, and really limited time as we go to the three-quarter time break here. Japan leading 8-5, 15 minutes left in this bronze medal game as the three-quarter time break is being had.
Score now is Japan 8.
And goal scorers
Team
for that
Australia
quarter, we had
5.
Akiyama with 1.
Japan is in the lead.
Kitajawa with 1, and Hitami with 1, and Miriam Suarez-Jury the only goal scorer.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
This September, history will be made. 38 national teams will compete for glory. Some have waited 5 long years. Others have waited their whole lives. For the first time, a men's and women's champion will be crowned. Witness history among the world's biggest lacrosse stars.
And back we come for fourth quarter action here from the beautiful Mong Kok Stadium here in Hong Kong. It is a absolute party atmosphere here at Mong Kok Stadium for this bronze medal game. We are currently sitting at Japan 8, Australia 5. And do Australia have what it takes to get over the Japanese? As the ball is set back into the centre. We've had a change here. Marley Dawson back into the centre draw up against Kasai. Kasai flicks it out her way. Got a lovely little bounce off the turf. Just popped straight back up into her stick. And ball will come into the offensive end through Takeuchi. But Australia, pressure everywhere out there at the moment. There's yellow shirts everywhere. Takeuchi looks. Kimura gets handed the ball and pops it down into the offensive end there. Into the stick of Nakazawa, who kicks it down the back. Japan looking to draw first blood in this fourth quarter, just to really extend this margin as it comes down the outer side. That one's fired high and wide to the right. Didn't trouble the keeper there in Eastwood, as Kimura let that one fly. And we had a great camera angle on that one. And just stepped inside, loses the ball. Here's an opportunity for Australia. Opportunity, can they capitalise on it? Picked up by Lawson. Lawson kicks it to Eastwood. Eastwood finds Meacham on the outer side. Meacham, she'll bring the ball up. Norman presents. Back to the keeper in Eastwood. Eastwood, and it opens up on the outer side there, but good ride pressure here. Over to Lawson. Kelsey. Oh, knocked down there. Just need to keep it moving forward here, Australia. Another one over the top here is Mangan, frees up on the outer side. Nope, decides to go the other side to Floyd. We've seen her be the ball taxi today for Australia and gets down there, gets a push for her efforts. Great work there from Georgia Floyd on the outer side. And Australia, can they get one early in this fourth to try and get back into this game? Push had there by Japan. Ball down the back here with Norman. Norman looks to run the right hand. Didn't succeed. Looks to get inside. Norman steps up, pops, and that one's gone out the back. It's actually hit the keeper and gone up. And as the keeper picks the ball up out there, Miki under pressure from her opponent there in Mia Inge. Mia Inge not giving up the fight. Ball kicked back into the centre. Finds Kurosawa. Kurosawa presents the ball forward. Advantage played to Japan. Kimura with the ball running down. Fires wide. Eastwood nowhere to be seen in the cage. And just looked up. Kimura saw Eastwood out of the cage. She was trying to just stop the ball coming over here to that defender. See here on the replay, Eastwood not defending the cage and just open cage. Kimura saw what was happening and went, well, if you're not going to defend it, I'm going to stick it in the back of it. And did exactly that. And Japan now out to a 9-5 lead. And we're back into the centre. Jackson in there, up against Kasai. And a bit of push and shove on the outer side here, both of them pushing. And going to be deemed that Osha Levy was the aggressor there, so not even going to have a centre draw. And it's going to have to start on the circle here. And the ball will have to come back. So Osha Levy and her opponent were on the circle there, just trying to get position. Osha Levy deemed to be the aggressor there. Both players were, to be honest, giving equal pressure, trying to just keep their spot. But the official behind them decided that there was a little bit more pressure coming from Levy. And Japan will start with the ball. So timeout, I believe, has been called here by Australia. And they will have a chat. So Have Australia got what it takes to get 4 back? Sorry, that's the water break, not a timeout. So Japan, 4-goal lead. This will be the highest they would have ever finished in a under-20 World Championship. And right now, they're looking to put some silverware around their neck in the colour of a bronze medal. And they played exceptionally well today. As the water break is just about to wrap up here. Australia out first. And the Japanese team takes their place on the field as well now. And Japan will start with the ball on the back edge of this circle through Kimura. But she's going to be under plenty of pressure, although there's a release pass here down to Miku Ogata. No, just picked up there from Plummer. Well seen from Plummer. And instead goes left. And she'll use the keeper. So Australia are going to have to put immense pressure on the Japan side now. And great running there from Miriam Suarez-Jury. She hasn't given it up yet. Little push just puts her over the line. And she'll have to come back. But good pace there from Suarez-Jury. And Japan will advance the ball into their offensive end. Nakazawa has the ball in her stick. Finds her teammate in Takeuchi. Takeuchi. Guarded by Levy. Levy steps up to put pressure on. Already on a yellow card is Levy, so she doesn't want to incur another one. And again, an empty goal there for Australia. And the coaching staff for Australia just down here wondering what is happening there. And another open net goal for Australia. And that's just a little too easy at this level. Just trying to send a double, but no one was on the same page down there for Australia. And unfortunately, Natalie Eastwood just asking the coaching staff down here what they wanted to do. But that is another goal to Australia. And the ball will be reset in the centre. Deemed to be not a correct draw there. Kasai up against Jackson. It is a 10-5 game now for Japan. Ball comes out the outer side. Another beautiful bounce up into Kasai's stick there. She's certainly had the ball bouncing her way today when it's hit the deck. Takeuchi looks inside. Finds Matsuda. Matsuda looking for the substitution. Kicks down. Trinity Meacham trying to pick up Kawase. Kawase will bring the ball down through X. Meacham up against Kawase. Looks up. Passes the ball now to Akiyama. Akiyama just trying to draw Jackson out. Jackson quite a quick on her feet as well. And just gets behind, looks to protect the stick on the left, looks up the top, not there, looking for some free space, not given there by Takeuchi. As Nakazawa gets around, gets in and pops that one up the top left-hand corner. And Japan with another one on the board here. 11-5 is the score. And they're doing what they want at will. And we've got a timeout here to Australia. And Kitagawa Nakazawa just looks to get inside, does get inside, just tucks her stick and pops that one over the left-hand shoulder of Eastwood. And another goal there for Nakazawa. And it might be starting to be a bridge too far for this Aussie side. They've conceded a couple of goals this quarter that, well, there was some open net down there. Deemed to trying to be pushing out to get the ball back, but The Japan side have taken full advantage of that and managed to eke their score out to an 11-5 lead. As the Australians in this timeout just have a conversation about what they're going to do from here. And the Australian girls get in. They're a tight group, this Aussie unit. Certainly been all around each other for the week. And I'll tell you what, Japan will be all around each other for the evening tonight. Unless Australia can pull out a miracle here. They are 11-5 up. And the ball will head back into the centre. We've got a change there in the centre for Australia. Hattie Sloan will take this centre draw. Sloan. And that ball's come out to Japan through Nakazawa. She has 3 goals for the day already. And Nakazawa finds her teammate there in Mizuno coming off the bench, who also finds Kawase coming off the bench for Japan. So Lawson up against Kawase. And they might look to take some time out of the clock here, Japan. The 2 fours down there, battling together. Kawase looking to just run her player around. Kawase with motors and just pulls it out and passes it on there. And the deemed to be a illegal there from Levy. Kimura with the ball, just pops it down to the back corner. Plummer comes out to defend. Plummer just finds the defensive line, so she can't get through there, makes the ball pass off. Ball here with Mizuno. Mizuno up against Mangan. Mizuno just running circles. Japan trying to just take some time out of the clock here. As Plummer battles hard down in that bottom corner to try and dispossess this ball. Just gets beaten now, but Australia looks to come around the bottom side, does Kawase. Kawase passes it off. And given to fresh legs there. Mim Suarez-Jury chasing down Ono. Good check there from Suarez-Jury. And ball coming back for Australia. They're going to have to do everything right if they're going to get this. And the ball needs to be picked up, but couldn't quite find the stick of Bound. And Japan will get the ball back. And ball is going to be a Japan ball from Bound. And the ball will be through in the stick of Akiyama. Akiyama looks to get inside and will come up the top of the 15-metre mark. 4th quarter action here on World Lacrosse TV. We hope you've enjoyed this bronze medal game. There's another huge game coming up this evening on World Lacrosse TV. It is the gold medal match between the USA and Canada. And that will be an absolute belter of a game as Japan look to run out some clock in this one. Kimura with the ball. Just gets a little bit of pressure there, but deemed to just touch feet. And we're going to have a water break here for the last time in this 4th quarter. And Japan are going to look like they're going to run out bronze medal winners, and they look like they're going to finish 3rd in this championship. Unless Australia can pull out an absolute miracle here. And they go and get some hydration on. The two coaches probably having the last conversation they're going to have with their teams in this tournament. I see Sarah Smith just having a conversation there for the Aussies. And Japan just getting some water on board. And just getting around each other, both teams now about to take the field for the last little bit. Japan, huge cheer down there. They know the job's almost done and that bronze medal is almost around their neck. And the Australians are getting their defenders out onto the field. As we see Japan coming to take the ball here. And it has into the stick of Kimura. Kimura. Chased down by Levy. Oh, just dropped. And we've got a push there. So Levy. Kimura. And we're just going to have a, as I should, just has to make her way behind her opponent there. And Tammy Varga just asking her to do exactly that. So the ball with Kimura. And whistle about to restart play here. As Natalie Eastwood's come out the cage to defend. So they're able to put two players on the ball carrier. Advantage push had. And just going to be deemed to be another push there by the Aussies. As Eastwood comes out the cage to defend her opponent. And her opponent there in Mizuno just heads way away from the cage. And we're going to have a card here, and that's going to go to Osha Levy, I believe. And that is going to be a yellow-red. So her day will be done. That is her second yellow, and 2 yellows in this game is a red card. So Osha Levy's tournament will finish with a red card. She's had an outstanding tournament, though, and has about 30 goals for the tournament, I believe. And she will... And Japan now will find themselves 5 minutes up here with less than that to go in this fourth quarter. And a huge cheer here for the player there in Miyu Kimura, who has done a fantastic job. And coaching staff just making sure she's okay. Congratulations. And she's feeling the effects of that a little bit, but she's just... getting checked out, but had a big smile on her face. So she'll have a big smile on her face very shortly when there's a bronze medal around her neck. And Australia dispossessed the ball, Floyd, but picked up again from Japan. And open net. And Japan get another one. And that is, as the player gets up off the ground there. And felt the effects of that indeed. And that is Kurikawa with the goal there for Japan. And Australia having to try something here. The keeper in Eastwood was out defending her opponent as the coaches had instructed her to do. And unfortunately for Australia, the Kurikawa found a way through, and everything turning the way of Japan at the moment. 12-5 up and back into the center. So they're still a player up for probably the remainder of this game. So Nakazawa with the ball in her stick. She has an opponent. She has a teammate there in Kitagawa. as Eastwood comes up to defend Kitagawa. Eastwood looking to dispossess Kitagawa. Kitagawa just beats Eastwood. And another goal there for Japan. It is party time here in Hong Kong for the Japan lacrosse team.
Team Japan is now leading the score 13-5.
Natalie Eastwood being asked to come out and defend almost up at the restraining line to try and get the ball back. And just beat her opponent there in Eastwood. Straight into an open net. And just a little bit of fill up the bag now for Japan. 13-5 is the score here. And Japan are about to win their first ever bronze medal in an under-20 championship as we see Mim Suarez-Jury with the ball. Can Australia get one back against the grain? No, ball dropped. With the pressure that was put on by Japan, Danny Cox runs on for Australia. Nakazawa passes the ball over there to Akiyama. Akiyama under plenty of pressure there from Meacham. Just trying to get that little up check there, but seen by the official. Akiyama has the ball, steps inside, looks to fire it, doesn't. Kicks the ball down the back to 1-1. And there's another one for Japan, a little 1-2. And a little bit of icing on the cake here for Japan. Akiyama gets another one. And Japan now out to a 9-goal lead here in this bronze medal game.
Akiyama.
And Australia still in a man-down situation or a power play situation with the 5-minute penalty there to Levy late in the game. Sees Japan just enjoying the spoils of the earlier part of this game. And we've got an illegal procedure again in the middle, and it's going to go the way of Japan. And the ball will have to be given up there by Suarez-Jury. And it is there to Kamiya. Kamiya passes the ball over to Takeuchi. Takeuchi looks to get inside, does get inside. Takeuchi just runs a full circle, kicks the ball back there to Nakazawa. Nakazawa, and there we go. It is bronze medal for Japan lacrosse here as the Australians get down and get around their keeper. But congratulations to the Japan lacrosse world under-20 women's team. They will take home the bronze medal here. And commiserations to the Australian team. They've had an outstanding tournament. And they will end the World Championships in 4th spot, which is plenty to hang your hat on. But Japan, they are ecstatic down there. The coaches, players, officials are all celebrating down there, and Australia arm in arm. And that's the tightness of the group we've seen throughout the week, as the officials also make their way off, and they'll have a well-earned rest as well. Congratulations to the officials of this bronze medal game. It cannot run without the officials, and they've done a really good job today as well. But the spoils can only go to one team, and that team is Japan, as the crowd just get a little bit of movement around, and both sides are just having a chat about their game and their congratulations. And both teams should be very pleased with what they've done this week. As I said, it is the biggest under-20 championships that have ever been, the most teams that we've ever had, 20. And, you know, to finish 4th and 3rd, that is a huge, oh, here we go. There's a little bit from the coaches just bouncing up and down. Don't drop the coach. because the celebrations will be a lot different if they don't catch it. But congratulations, Japan.
Can I hear from the supporter of Japan?
As we hear the festivities start to
Let's also give a big
come
round
on
of
here.
applause to Team Australia.
And it's about to be party time for both teams to celebrate this historic event here in Hong Kong, Japan. But we still have another game to come later. That is the gold medal game between USA and Canada. And we can't wait to bring you that live on World Lacrosse TV. As we see the Hong Kong mascot out there, he's getting down to the tunes that are happening. He could have almost made the breakdancing over in the Olympics with those moves. As the Australians head towards the bench. And they will earn a well-earned rest this evening, the Australian side. As the crowd just applaud their efforts here. Congratulations to Australia. Fourth in a World Championship is certainly an achievement. As the Japan side have a photo taken out there. To the victors go the spoils. And look at the smiles on the faces there of Japan. I'm sure everyone back in Japan and everyone that's travelled over here supporting Japan will be up and about in